We bought vintage chairs, and there are portraits of women from the 1950s under the seats. Why is that? Was that the plan? You found a truly unusual item. At first glance, these are ordinary vintage chairs from the 1950s and 1970s with chrome legs. However, on the underside of the seats, there are mysterious portraits of women. Why is that? What is it? Under the upholstery, you'll find cuttings from fashion magazines from the mid-20th century, possibly advertising pages. It appears to be a personal message or a hidden art element. Why did they do this? 1. Upholstery from improvised materials. In the 50s-70s, newspapers and magazines were often used under vinyl. 2. Nostalgia or style. The owner could hide a photo of his favorite actress in the style of pop art. 3. Disposal at the factory. Printing houses sometimes gave leftovers for furniture needs. Who is in the photo? These are most likely models from magazines like Vogue or Sears, popular in the 50s. An interesting fact, such finds are extremely rare. It can be a homemade upholstery from the times of garage craftsmen, and such an example is definitely one of a kind. I found this strange soft device with loops on the ends lying near a hotel door. Does anyone know what it is and why it is needed? Could it be related to security or cleaning? The photo shows a door stopper pad, which is often used in hotels and homes with children. Its main purpose is to prevent the door from closing on its own. This is useful, for example, when carrying luggage, cleaning, or ventilating, when you don't want the door to slam shut. These pads also reduce noise when the door is closed and protect doors and walls from impact. The design is simple, a soft filling inside a fabric cover with loops at the edges for attaching to the handles on both sides of the door. I found a strange plastic object that looks like a small bucket, but it has metal rods sticking out from the inside and outside. Everything is firmly fixed, and nothing moves. It seems like this thing is covering or securing something, but I can't figure out what it is. Does anyone know what it is used for, or where it is used? The photo shows a protective plastic cap for propane cylinders, designed for safe transportation and storage. What is it? It is not a regular bucket, but a specialized attachment that covers the top of the gas cylinder. The metal rods on the sides are locking elements that keep the cap in place, preventing damage to the valve and accidental release of gas. Why is it needed? High-pressure gas cylinders are potentially dangerous objects. The cap protects the valve from impacts and dust, people from accidental contact with the valve, the cylinder from accidental drops during transportation. This type of cap is particularly common in Europe, where safety standards for household and industrial gas equipment are more stringent. What is this thing with a bolt and a plastic head? I found it, but it doesn't open. Why is it there? You've found a high-security bolt seal, an element used to securely fasten containers, trucks, wagons, and warehouses. This item appears as a regular plastic cylinder with a number and a metal pin, but in reality, it is a certified access control device used in logistics, international transportation, and customs. How does it work? It's simple. The pin is inserted into a special slot on the locking head, and then it snaps into place like a lock. You can only remove such a seal with a bolt cutter. It is designed so that it cannot be opened without being noticed. The plastic part may contain a serial number or a QR code for tracking and accounting. Why is it needed? Such seals are not so much to protect against theft, but rather to record the fact of opening. If the seal is broken, it is a signal that the cargo has been opened, and it is necessary to carry out an inspection. That is why they are used in international cargo transportation, in ports, at railway stations, and warehouses. An interesting fact, such seals are included in the list of international cargo security requirements, and each of them has a unique code so that it cannot be easily replaced. I found this metal thing with a lid and a brush inside. It looks like it's for cleaning something, but I can't figure out what it's used for. The brush inside is quite stiff, and the lid seems to be used as a tool. Who knows what it is and how it's used? The photos show a cleaner for battery terminals. Battery terminal cleaner. It is a compact hand tool designed to remove oxides, corrosion, and dirt from the terminals of the car battery and from the inner surface of the terminal clips. How it works. The tool consists of two parts. The outer cover with a metal brush inside is used to clean the inside of the terminal clips. Inner cylinder with cone, shaped metal bristles for cleaning the outer surface of the battery pins themselves. Why is it needed? Over time, white or green deposits form on the terminals, which are oxides that impair contact and cause difficulties in starting the engine. This tool allows you to quickly and effectively clean the contacts, improving conductivity and extending the battery's lifespan. How to use: 1. Remove the terminals from the battery. 2. Insert the clamp into the outer brush and rotate it several times. 3. Use the inner brush to clean the battery post by rotating it clockwise. I found a strange thing in the closet. What is it? It looks like a plastic cylinder with a button. It vibrates and hums when turned on. If you bring it to the metal, the signal is amplified. It does not give light, but it seems to be looking for something. Who knows what kind of device it is and why it is needed? The photo shows a pinpointer, or a handheld precision metal detector. What is it? It is a compact device designed to accurately locate metal objects in the ground, sand, or other loose materials. Unlike a classic metal detector with a frame or coil, a pinpointer is used after the main search, when you have already dug a hole and want to accurately locate the target: coin, shell, ring, etc. How does it work? The device creates a small electromagnetic field at the end of the probe. When you bring it close to metal, it starts to vibrate, make a sound, or give a light signal, depending on the model. The closer you get to the target, the stronger the signal becomes. It typically runs on a single 9-volt battery. Why do you need it? Reduces the time it takes to find small targets in excavated holes. Minimizes damage to the finds and the environment, less digging. It is highly popular among treasure hunters, archaeologists, and bomb disposal experts. Example: the main metal detector gives a signal. You dig, but you can't find the exact location. The pinpointer allows you to instantly poke the area and find the find in seconds. This is not a vibration toy. It is a serious and useful tool for point-based metal detection. I found this thing with a handle and a metal band. It looks like it's wrapped around something, but I don't understand why. What is it, and what is it used for? What it is? A strap wrench. Strap wrench is a tool for unscrewing round objects without damage. It consists of a handle and a durable, flexible strap, rubber or metal. How it works: the strap is wrapped around the object, filter, lid, pipe, tightened, and the object is unscrewed using a lever without slipping or scratching. Where it is used: oil filters in cars, jars and canisters, plumbing pipes, fuel tank, and tank cap. Advantage: safe for fragile and smooth surfaces. Useful in workshop, garage, and at home. What are these weird little spikes or fins on the roof of this car? I've seen them on a few vehicles. Are they just for looks, or do they actually do something? The photo shows vortex generators, also known as shark fins. These are aerodynamic pads that are mounted on the roof or rear of the car. Purpose: to create controlled vortices that improve the flow of air around the body, reduce lift, and increase stability at high speeds. How they work: they help the airflow stay pressed against the body longer, reducing turbulence and drag. Where are they used? In motorsport, Mitsubishi Evo, Subaru WRX. In aviation, on the wings. In tuning, often for aesthetic purposes. Fact: the effect is noticeable only at speeds above 80-100 km/h. In urban areas, it is usually just a decorative element. I found some strange leather shoes with long metal spikes on the soles in an old barn. They look like something medieval or scary. Does anyone know what they are and what they were used for? The photo shows a rare agricultural artifact, leather boots with long metal spikes, which were used in France in the 18th and 19th centuries for peeling chestnuts. Why do they need them? They were worn by harvesters to crush the spiny shells of chestnuts without touching them with their hands. The spikes pierced and tore apart the hedgehogs, making it easier to extract the nuts. Why do they have such spikes? The long, serrated spikes penetrated the shells and effectively destroyed them as the wearer walked. Why is this rare? Today, everything is done by technology. These boots are a museum rarity and an example of peasant ingenuity. Fact: chestnuts were the staple food of poor families in France, and the efficiency of harvesting was vital. Dear friends, there are many videos on this topic on my channel. Subscribe and like to know when the videos are released. What is this strange comb with numbers and different thicknesses of teeth? I found it by accident, but what is it for? The photo shows a specialized tool for servicing radiators and heat exchangers, a comb for straightening lamellae, fin comb. What's it? A hand tool with 6 sets of teeth of different densities for combing and straightening thin metal plates, lamellae, in radiators and air conditioners. What do the numbers mean? Numbers 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, the number of slats per inch. They allow you to choose the right comb step so that you don't damage the fins. How does it work? The sector with the right step is moved along the damaged areas, aligning the fins and restoring air circulation. Why is it needed? Damaged fins reduce the cooling efficiency. The comb allows you to quickly and cost-effectively restore the radiator's performance. It is a useful and affordable tool for auto mechanics and climate system specialists. I found this wrapped ball. It's dense, with threads, and there's something solid inside. It looks like a tip or a part of a stick. Who knows what it is and what it's for? The photo shows the tip of a mallet, symbol for playing the vibraphone, marimba, or xylophone. This is not just a ball, but an important part of the percussion instrument that affects the quality of the sound. What is it? The head of the stick is wrapped with a strong thread, nylon or wool, and the inside is made of rubber, plastic, or wood. Why is it wrapped? It softens the impact, allowing for a warm and controlled sound. The stiffness of the wrapping affects the timbre, ranging from soft to bright. Where it is used: vibraphone, a metallophone with vibration; marimba, wooden keys with a deep sound; xylophone, a bright, ringing wooden instrument. Fact: professionals use whole sets of mallets of different hardness for different tasks and acoustics. I went into a store and saw this thing hanging from the ceiling. It looks like a camera, but without a lens. What is it, and why is it here? The photo shows a smart sensor ceiling sensor from Zebra Technologies, which is used in stores to collect and analyze data about customers, products, and staff. What is it? It is an intelligent device with cameras, motion sensors, RFID, and Wi-Fi. It tracks people's movements, activity near shelves, product availability, and employee behavior. How does it work? 1. It captures movements and actions in the store. 2. It analyzes and processes data to identify problems. 3. Reacts, sends notifications to staff or to the system. Why is it necessary? Automates replenishment of shelves, reduces theft and shortages, helps in staff management, increases store efficiency. Fact: the system can determine which product the customer took, how long they held it, and whether they put it back, without video cameras, only using sensors. This is the digital brain of the store, capable of seeing, counting, and reacting. Found a strange rubber thing in the hotel shower. Looks like an octopus with tentacles. Doesn't hold anything, just hangs. Is it a decoration, or does it have a function? The photo shows an octopus-shaped hanging bathroom organizer. It is designed to store shampoos, gels, loofahs, and other bathroom accessories. How does it work? The flexible tentacles with loops securely hold the bottles and tubes. The organizer can be easily hung on a shower rack or hook. Why is it needed? It saves space, helps maintain order, and keeps everything within reach, making it especially useful in small bathrooms or when traveling. Fact, some models are designed like cartoon octopuses, functional and fun. A simple and useful accessory that makes the shower more convenient and tidy. I found a strange ceramic disc with numbers and the inscription F.B. Minden in the sea. It looks like a tag or a token. Does anyone know what it could be and why it is needed? The photo shows a ceramic identification tag from the F.B. Minden Crematorium, Germany. It is placed in the furnace with the body to accurately identify the ashes after cremation. What is it? It is a heat-resistant marker with the crematorium's initials, F.B. Feuerbestattung, and the name of the city. It can withstand temperatures above 1,000 degrees Celsius and remains with the ashes until the end. Why is it needed? After cremation, the remains become indistinguishable. The tag allows you to keep track of a specific person, especially in cases of mass cremations. Why did it end up in the sea? The ashes were most likely scattered over the sea, and the tag floated and washed ashore. Fact, in various countries, these tags are made of metal, titanium, or ceramic as part of a mandatory registration process. It serves as a silent reminder of someone's final farewell ceremony. A moment of mystery. Now pay attention. What is this strange object on the screen? No clues. Just take a good look and write in the comments what you think it is and why it is needed. The most accurate, or the funniest, answer will be included in the next episode. I found a strange metal hook with a rope in an old garage. It looks like some kind of marine or industrial equipment. Who knows what it is and what it's used for? The photo shows a marine or industrial type pelican hook. It is a quick release fastening device that allows you to securely fix cables, chains, or loads, and, if necessary, quickly release them in one motion. How it works: the device consists of two massive metal jaws that converge to a single point. Fixation occurs due to pressure and retention by a special ring, rope, or latch. Some models use a pin or a spring. Where is it used? In maritime operations, for attaching anchor chains, boats, and ropes. In industrial applications, for towing or securing heavy loads. In military and aviation equipment, where reliability and quick detachment are essential. Why is it called a pelican? The name is derived from the device's shape, which resembles the beak of a pelican, ready to capture or release its prey. This is a durable and reliable solution that has been tested by time and hundreds of tons of load. Found this in a river in France. What is this thing? It looks like a badge with an ancient Roman helmet and the inscription Ajax. Is it part of an old badge or a medal? Does anyone know where it came from? You found a rare early 20th century bicycle badge, the emblem of the French company Cycles Ajax, founded in the city of Albert, Somme department. What is it? It's a decorative plate that was attached to the handlebar of a bicycle. It features an ancient Greek warrior in a helmet with the inscription Ajax, the name of a hero from the Trojan War and a symbol of strength and valor. These badges were a hallmark of the brand, similar to a car logo. Why is it important? The Cycles Ajax factory ceased to exist during the First World War, as the city of Albert was at the center of the fighting and much of the industry was destroyed. This means that the emblem you found was almost certainly made before 1914, and it is over 100 years old. An interesting fact: before the war, there were many small bicycle manufacturers in France, each with their own unique style. The emblema Ajax is a rare artifact from a time when bicycles were hand-built, and each emblem was crafted like a work of art. If you found it in the river, it may have been left behind by a bicycle that was abandoned or destroyed during the occupation or fighting. This is not just a plaque. It is a true piece of history.